Hello, and welcome to our first Focus Week in Mobility and IoT vertical in partnership with MEXT. My name is Lale Can Gözübüyük, and I am the Country Director for Plug and Play Turkey. I wish we could welcome you at our office at the state-of-the-art MEXT Ataşehir building, but unfortunately, COVID does not allow this yet. Right now, this very first meeting is not only an official start of our local Turkish innovation platform, but it is also the beginning of our journey towards making Istanbul a global regional hub for entrepreneurship and innovation. Given its young and qualified population, critical location as a bridge between Europe and Asia, and its dynamism, Turkey does deserve to be at the center of global innovation. With over 500 corporate partners and 40,000 plus startups in our ecosystem, rest assured that Plug and Play has accelerated corporate innovation many times before. And good news for startups, we had 5 new unicorns in our investment portfolio solely in 2020. Now, I'm honored to introduce you to my dear colleague, Ömer Gözen, Senior Vice President at Plug and Play Tech Center, Silicon Valley, who spent tremendous effort to make Istanbul office a reality. He will tell you more about Plug and Play. Ömer, the stage is now yours.
Lale, thank you very much for the kind introduction. It's wonderful to have you in the team. Hello, everybody. I would like to welcome you to our Focus Week #1 at our Plug and Play Istanbul Mobility and IoT vertical. Launching Istanbul was my brainchild ever since I started working at Plug and Play 4 years ago. Earlier in 2020, we met MEXT, and we were able to bring Plug and Play to Istanbul. We're very happy and excited here. Our team has put together a packed agenda for this Focus Week. But before we dive right into our activities, I would love to tell you a little bit more about Plug and Play. So, who we are. I would like to say that we're a lot of things, but what's really important is we are at the focal point of driving innovation by connecting entrepreneurs, investors, corporations, mentors, universities, governments, everybody that brings together our ecosystem. And our vision is to create this largest global innovation platform that is open to everyone, everywhere. So this is what Plug and Play is about. And if I were to take you on a history lane, our history started roughly around 25 years ago when our CEO and founder, Mr. Saeed Amidi, started making investments on some of the startups that we know from the big tech today, like PayPal, like Logitech, like Google. Then Plug and Play, although it was born out of the Amidi family's real estate portfolio, we got into venture capital in 2006. In our current Silicon Valley office in Sunnyvale, California. Then in 2012, we started building the concept of innovation while bringing everybody together. And we started doing this by launching industry-specific corporate innovation platforms. Currently, we have 19 of those, and our global presence is in 19 countries and 30 plus locations. So what are we? So we are a venture capital firm that is interested in making investments in early stage startup companies. And we make roughly around 200 to 250 investments a year. At the same time, corporates know us as a magnet for startups where they can come and have a sneak preview into the future of what technologies are about to disrupt some of them, just like the food industry or mobility industries. And also we run 60 plus accelerated programs across the globe. So those are the 3 things that define Plug and Play today. It's a one-stop shop where corporates come, startups come, and investors come to play, literally. So the obvious benefit for the startups is they can join our accelerator programs, they get connected to the corporations, they get connected to the investors for fundraising, and then they come and they can get office space at our buildings, and they can go from Silicon Valley to any of our global platforms in the world to tap into new markets. For corporations, they come and they get matchmade to the startups at their desired technology. At the same time, they come and they meet with like-minded people, or they come and learn about, for example, how to start their corporate venture capital arm. For investors, they come and co-invest with us. And we have so far co-invested with over 180 investors. And some of them are joint ones. Some of them, they come and they have access to our startups and the ecosystem, so they make their own investments. So we are an innovation platform. We are globally connected, and we bring in everybody together into our ecosystem. We make investments, we co-invest, and we provide the know-how to Fortune 500 companies, and we host a lot of events globally in our offices. And also, some of these things that Plug and Play is known for is we have over 1,000 startups in our investment portfolio, 13 of which are valued at over $1 billion. So these are our unicorns. And in 2020 alone, we found 4 unicorns. Our investment portfolio is rather young, but it's got some power names such as Dropbox, Lending Club, Garden Health, Honey, Hippo, and 26 Soundhound, and so forth. Again, we have put a lot of, I would like to say, the spray and pray model into this by making 200 to 250 investments a year, and then this is the outcome of it. And we have also built the largest global innovation platform in the world with more than 500 corporate partners. As we can see, our main founding partner in our Istanbul office is MES, so Türkiye Metal Sanayicileri Sendikası, and our office in Istanbul is located inside of their state-of-the-art MEXT Technology Center that we visited, and it just blew our minds away 3 weeks ago when we were in Istanbul. As I said, we also run industry-specific programs, and currently we're running 19 programs. The top row, such as sustainability, COVID-19, AgTech, and animal health, are the newest ones from 2019 and 2020, but also our flagship programs are brand retail, fintech, insurtech, IoT, supply chain, smart cities, travel, and every potential major industries. As we can see, if we go more granular into our vertical programs, these are all micro ecosystems for their corresponding partners. Another slide on that as well, with the IoT, mobility, real estate and construction, smart cities. This would be all helpful. So we started with mobility and IoT in Istanbul, but our goal, our strategy is to double down on our existing offices and add more verticals to it. And by the end of 2021, hopefully we will have 1 or 2 more verticals will be launched in Istanbul. Again, when you look at Plug and Play in a nutshell, we have over 40,000 startups in our ecosystem, and we have 38 global locations, and we run 19 industry-specific vertical programs. Our global outreach, I'm very proud to have added the Istanbul in the Plug and Play global map. And you can see that we have a very good coverage across the globe in the US, in Europe, and in Asia. So how do we help our partners? How do corporations or investors or startups come and get the benefits from this ecosystem? The first one is the exposure and exploration. When you, as the corporate partners come in, you're going to experience this during this focus week as well. You will be matchmade to these startups. You can do deep dives with them. You can do deal flows with them. And the value creation comes from when you meet the startups, you quickly go on to the product commercialization process, such as you do a quick proof of concept with the startup, then the startup will be able to prove their technology and their scalability through what we call a pilot project. And then after that, you have a couple of options. Either you license the technology or you acquire the startup, or if a startup is raising more funds, they might allow you to invest on them as well. Another benefit is the education culture. So what we call this, the digital transformation is new for everybody. So you get to sit with like-minded people, and then we have a lot of know-how at Plug and Play that we will be doing a lot of workshops on this, to how to identify an opportunity in a startup, then how to engage your business units. So some of the corporate best practices that we've learned from working with some of the largest organizations in the world, that how we can create value for a corporation, for example. The other one is it's a network. So you come and you meet with your industry peers, or you get connected to the industries that are likely to disrupt your business. So I would like to also take a step back and then tell you a little bit of the highlights of 2020. So pandemic, unfortunately, it happened, but it did not stop us. We've launched 9 new locations. So we're currently in 5 different continents and then 18 countries. So Istanbul office was our 40th office that we launched 3 weeks ago. The other one is, so we have 529 partners worldwide. 50% of those are in the Americas region, almost 30% in Asia, and 20% in EMEA regions. Another thing that we're proud of is in 2020, we accelerated over 2,000 startups, and we did more than 1,000 startup deal flows, and each startup deal flow has anywhere between 4 to 6 startups. So that was a lot of startup to corporates and startup to investor introductions. With that said, of course, we could not be here today without this great team that I would like to thank my team who made this program happen. Especially, I would like to highlight a few people here, Anton and Hannah and Theodora from our Startup Audubon team, and their leader, Sasha, here. And then my colleagues, I would like to also thank Lale Can Gözübüyük, who's our regional director for Turkey, and Kerem Engin, who will be joining our team as a program manager starting March 1st. So with that said, thank you very much. And I hope to see you in Istanbul in person in a couple of months.
Her girişim bir fikirle başlar. Heyecan ve azimle hayata geçer. Ama gelişmesi ve dünyaya açılması için ateşlenmesi gerekir. Doğru ellerde, doğru kişilerle büyümesi gerekir. Dünyaca ünlü birçok girişimin kurucusu öyle yaptı. Dropbox'ın, PayPal'ın, Honey'nin kurucusu da. Küçücük bir şirketken doğru iş ortaklarıyla bir araya geldiler. Dünyanın en büyük teknoloji şirketleri arasına isimlerini yazdırdılar. Şimdi büyüme sırası sizde. Dünyanın en büyük inovasyon ve girişimcilik platformu Plug and Play MEXT ile İstanbul'da. Dünyanın en büyük, en kapsamlı, en ileri dijital dönüşüm ve yetkinlik gelişim merkezi MEXT ve Plug and Play işbirliğiyle dünyanın en iyi girişimcileri sanayimizin lokomotifi MEXT üyelerimizle bir araya geliyor. Girişimler hız kazanıyor, sanayimiz açık inovasyon sayesinde yarınlara hazırlanıyor.
Distinguished guests, greetings to you all. As MEXT today, we have built the largest innovation program, and this is the start of our accelerator program. This is the first and the globe's first and the best developed innovation platform. We have launched it recently, education ecosystem platform, and that has paved the way for many firsts in country. On 14th of January, we had Plug and Play launch, and that was a great source of honor for us. We have been working for more than 40,000 startups on a global scale, and we have been in contact with numerous other stakeholders, which have all started to work actively within the framework of MEXT. Plug and Play Istanbul platform will be focusing on mobility, IoT, supply chain, material and energy, which will be our prioritized areas. So in these areas, academicians, startups, entrepreneurs will be able to come together and they will be able to share knowledge and information. Open innovation is a very important component of our platform and we give great importance to that. If we really want to add value, we need to bring the right stakeholders together at the right time, and this is actually what we are trying to do now. So for the first time in history, all these stakeholders will be able to come together on this platform. MES member companies produce almost 40% of the turnover in Turkey, and this is made possible thanks to the realization of the latest technology which we work on and we focus on. And that will very surely accelerate development and growth. And industry will greatly benefit from these steps. So our stakeholders will be able to benefit from our global accelerator programs and they will be opening their gates out to the world. So we will have 6 accelerator program and focus meetings. We will bring more than 50 stakeholders together per annum. And again, we will take all these steps together. Our members will be resolving their problems and needs, which constantly change. And together with the best entrepreneurs, we will be rolling out new projects and we will be accelerating the processes of our stakeholders. And our digital factory, MEXT, will be exhibiting the works of our stakeholders. We want to protect and accelerate and bolster our competitive edge. And our feedback that comes from you makes us very happy. And it offers us even higher strength in these areas. And we will be going into a period during which we will be talking about new investments and new launches. So, shortly speaking, this digital transformation in our industry will be accelerated by this platform, and this is a unique value for startups and for companies. So you may go in contact with our team members about any questions you might have related to our program. I wish you a very fruitful event. All the best.
That was very insightful. Thank you, Efe. We look forward to rocketing innovation in Turkey together. Now, get ready to be inspired. We have Daniel, more popularly known as Dan Ramnex. Dan Ram is an igniter. He spoke at TEDx 5 times and is an entrepreneur himself. He lived in 10 countries, on 4 continents, has a multi-continent education, including Yale University and Trinity College Dublin, and he worked in diverse industries, ranging from the UN to consulting to private equity to startups. Just some points to illustrate his eclectic background. Please welcome Dan Ram.
Thank you so much for this beautiful opportunity to join you virtually. My name is Dan Ram, and as much as I wish I could be there in person, I'm grateful for the few minutes that we have together. Because this message is important, but I also know that this message is something you feel. Here's why. Plug and Play and I have been working for the last couple of years as their moderator, so I get to present all the innovation that comes through their amazing community. And the very fact that they're in Istanbul means that they have identified some incredible entrepreneurs and innovators. You, watching and listening right now. So welcome to the family, welcome to the community. Get involved. Plug and Play are global. They're making ripples across multiple different verticals. And honestly, I couldn't be prouder that I get to get involved with them in the little way that I do. So, why do they ask me, a pretty ordinary human being, to speak to you? It's because I have a message to share, which is simply this: start now and start simple. So a couple years ago, when I was a full-time MBA, aka crazy busy, had no time, and also had no money, that part of the story becomes important soon, I was listening to my friends all the way in India who were complaining, Dan, Christmas is so boring. We have no music, we have no choir, we have no decoration, we have no lights, we don't have Santa Claus. And Dan, you're so lucky, you're in Ireland. It's so quaint and so beautiful and snow white. And I realized there's only two kinds of people in this world, right? There are those who complain, and there are those, like you and I, who find solutions to problems. And so I thought to myself, Dan Ram, could you bring Christmas to India? Now that is too big a project, so I started simple idea. And I said, what if I brought Christmas to 100 people? We'll invite 100 young people into a room. I'll provide free pizza. Yeah. I would do some singing. And my friend, now my co-founder, would do some speaking, some motivational speaking. That was it. That was the idea. Because it was September. We only had a couple months to go before Christmas. Now remember, I'm a full-time student in Ireland. And this idea is all the way in India. So across time zone issues, across trying to do Zoom and Skype and all of that, we started working on this idea. And anytime someone asked, Dan, what are you doing this Christmas? I would say, I'm throwing a party in India. And either party or India would catch the attention. So the skateboarder said, Dan, what are you doing for Christmas? And I said, I'm throwing a party in India. And he said, can I get involved? I said, yes. Does it work as a concept? Who cares? Get involved. Then this graffiti artist said, Dan, what are you doing this Christmas? And I said, I'm throwing a party in India. And he said, can I get involved? I said, why not? Let's do some graffiti at Christmas. It just started growing like that. Honestly, it sounds silly. I know I'm making a joke out of it, but I think some of the greatest opportunities are actually all around us. It's just that we think they're insignificant. Because through all of those things, as it started growing, I'm telling you guys, in a matter of about 10 weeks, we had 300 artists signed up. And if I started by saying no to friends, and no to community, and no to things that didn't fit perfectly, I would not have had the winners of India's Got Talent debut their album at my event. That's right. Plus, it wasn't just one room. It wasn't even just one floor. An entire shopping center found out about the idea and said, Dan, what if you gave you the entire mall? You can build as many stages as you want, totally for free. Do you know how much it costs to advertise any kind of real estate in a shopping center? And I got it for free, simply by starting simple and by starting now. And then the audience. I had saved $800. I was only a student, full-time student, to fly from Ireland to India, round trip, and to buy free pizza. The first day, we had 1,000 people show up. We canceled the pizza very quickly. And then the second day, we had more. And the third day, we had more. In a period of 6 days, we had over 320,000 people that came to the event. Guys, I am not a professional event organizer. I was a full-time student. But that is the power of starting now and starting simple. You know the story of KFC. An older gentleman with a simple recipe for making chicken became one of the most successful chicken franchises in the entire world. You know the story of the Airbnb founders. It's not like they owned multiple real estate properties. They had a good camera, they had a good website. That's how they built Airbnb. Some of the biggest movements in fintech, some of the biggest disruption in the mobility space is happening by people like you and I who find a problem that's worth solving and dare to start now, start simple. So that's the message that I want to share with you, is dare to start now and start simple. My name is Dan Ram. If I can help in any way, please let me know. At some point, I will be celebrating you on stage when I come as a moderator to the Plug and Play events in Istanbul. But do reach out if I can help out. In the meanwhile, enjoy the rest of the day. Back to your hosts.
Start now, start simple. What a wise statement. Thank you, Dan Ram. The time to meet our startups has arrived. They're from all around the world, scouted especially for you and your needs. Here I introduce my colleague Theodora, who is a ventures analyst and has been scouting startups for companies such as Mercedes and Porsche in our Stuttgart operations, branded as Startup Autobahn. Theodora, please tell us a bit more about today's theme, Smart and Digitally Connected Factory, and the startups that are about to present.
Awesome, thank you. And hi, everyone. My name is Theodora, and I'm part of the ventures team at Startup Autobahn, powered by Plug and Play, where I focus on emerging technologies in mobility production and other related topics. With innovation top of our agenda this week, I think it's in order for us to start shifting our attention to the 7 amazing guest startups that we are hosting this focus week. Over the next few minutes, I will introduce you to some cutting-edge technologies in the field of smart manufacturing. All these 7 startups have been carefully selected by our teams from a pool of international young tech companies because they might hold the key to unlocking digital transformation in your factories and because they can definitely inspire you to kickstart other innovation activities and can help your factories gain a competitive edge. Any factory's digital transformation begins with the automated capture of machine data and the collection of critical production metrics. After all, Industry 4.0 is all about harvesting data from the entire manufacturing ecosystem. So from machines, equipment, devices, sensors, and production lines, all these shop floor assets need to be linked and fully network connected in order to get a real-time visibility into manufacturing operations. And why is this important? Well, this empowers managers and engineers to analyze data in real time, to gain actionable insights into production processes, and therefore they are able to understand their factory operations from a more holistic perspective. This, of course, also leads to greater efficiency and to optimize manufacturing performance. And today's startups focus exactly on this new wave of connected manufacturing. As you can see on the slide, there are no boundaries when it comes to innovation. 4 of our guest startups are based in the US, and 1 is based in Israel, another one in Germany, and finally, we also have a startup from the UK. So without further ado, I would say let's hear their pitches. We start off with Autology, a US-based startup that makes smart operations visible. With the help of cameras and other non-invasive sensors, the company can turn physical operations into data and insights. So I hope this got you curious because we're about to hear more. Let's see their pitch.
Hi, my name is Thomas Bartsch, EMEA lead for Autology. We are an industrial vision startup headquartered in California. Our platform is used in smart manufacturing, in mining, bulk materials, and yard operations. The smart factory is about digital and connected machines, using artificial intelligence to run and maintain an operation. You can see this in lighthouse factories, but some elements are present in most factories. The automotive sector is leading in smart factory adoption, even though the overall adoption rates are still under 30%. This is because many shop floors look more like this. If you are not in a greenfield situation, you're bound by your facility layout and your capital budget. You likely have a mix of fancy new connected machines, some partly digital not connected machines, and more legacy not connected machines. You deal with semi-automated operations, fully manual handover and QA steps. Most operations have these automation bottlenecks, and you can't systematically capture data for these critical steps. To close the gaps, Autology offers a standalone industrial vision platform. We digitize and balance the physical interactions of people, machines, and material without touching a machine or disrupting ongoing operations. We are self-contained. We provide cameras, networking, edge and cloud computing, detection algorithms, and data visualization. We can see what a human can see, and more. We can see industrial data. So we see people interacting with machines and materials. We can count people at stations. We always obfuscate people right on the edge for privacy reasons. We calculate proximity between operators for social distance or operators to equipment for safety. We detect end-on stack lights, whether they're flashing or solid. For silent machines, operators can use a status wheel to indicate machine state, which we can detect. We detect any type of machine motion. Here you see a press brake. We can directly read the HMI displays or the scale display. We don't need to integrate to the equipment. And we see material availability in staging or feed locations or on conveyor belts or carts. In this use case here, we have a work center with multiple operator stations, a feed, and a machine with status lights. The overhead camera captures these areas of interest and turns the images into a real-time data stream that provides a visual view of the work center status. Aside from hard business value, customer teams like the solution for different reasons. Workers get a voice in silent machine operations. Production supervisors like it because they get real-time data. Industrial engineers like it because it takes away much of the manual data capture. Many customers started with our digital industrial engineer to accelerate their lean initiatives. Please contact me for details and take away 3 things. Ethology is no-touch, turnkey, rapid value. Thank you for your time.
Great. Now moving on, our next startup is Everactive, also based in the US. The company is working on a variety of wireless sensors that can operate without batteries and that can generate data continuously. Let's hear more about Everactive.
In the age of data, businesses are looking to sensors to collect and report crucial information. But today's wireless solutions require batteries, and that means replacement costs and additional maintenance to ensure uptime, making large-scale sensor networks logistically and financially prohibitive. Any time or cost saved by the sensors is often lost in their upkeep. Until now, Everactive has solved the battery problem. Everactive's game-changing solution removes the battery altogether. How do we do this? With revolutionary self-powered technology. Running at up to 1,000 times less power than other solutions, incorporating all of the required sensing, processing, and wireless communication, our sensor devices are powered entirely from harvested energy. But we didn't stop there. We developed entire systems that you can easily deploy to capture and analyze new and actionable insights. Our solution is ready to go out of the box. Installation and operation couldn't be easier. With Everactive's Insights as a service, you can monitor infrastructure and equipment to generate real-time alerts, track machine health to facilitate predictive maintenance that reduces downtime, granularly sense environmental conditions of factories and clean rooms to ensure safety and compliance, and leverage Everactive's batteryless systems to collect data where others can't. With Everactive's batteryless systems, the possibilities are endless. Join the Everactive revolution today. Reach out to learn more about what our systems can do for you.
All right, next in line we have Machine Metrics, another startup from the US. Having built an industrial IoT platform for machines, the company can help automate machine data collection and can generate instant analytics for your teams. So now, let's see their presentation.
Manufacturing produces more data than any other major industry in the world, yet has been slow to adopt the digital mindset transforming industries like agriculture, banking, and healthcare. Manual data collection is time-consuming and inaccurate. Operating on gut instinct alone leads to inefficiencies and poor decision-making that affect every component of a company's operation, from significant downtime to production losses. We're in the age of Industry 4.0, and manufacturers need every edge they can get to stay competitive. Real-time actionable data is that edge. Your machines generate hundreds of data points every millisecond, all of which tell a story of what happened in the past, what's happening now, and what will happen next. It's time you harness that data and jump-started your factory's digital transformation. Machine Metrics provides an intuitive, flexible monitoring platform that easily collects data from any piece of manufacturing equipment and transforms it into powerful, actionable insights. Why does Machine Metrics succeed where so many others have failed? The key is in our ease of use and time to value. The Machine Metrics IoT platform is easy to install and implement. You'll start visualizing data in a matter of hours. Plug-and-play edge connectivity harnesses and standardizes machine data across your entire fleet. Our intuitive, out-of-the-box apps are easy to use and drive rapid improvements in efficiency. Training is minimal. Real-time shop floor dashboards, machine production and condition monitoring, historical reporting, and automated alerts instantly enable visibility and analytics to help your team understand the big picture. Build your own apps or seamlessly connect with your current shop floor systems to easily integrate machine data across your digital factory. Machine Metrics will help your team deliver the right information to the right person at the right time. Identify potential bottlenecks before they occur. Update cycle time standards in real time to improve pricing and scheduling. detect anomalies, and predict maintenance events before they cause downtime. Empower your workforce with step-by-step instructions to optimize processes. Enable lights-out manufacturing with remote monitoring and alarm notifications. With Machine Metrics, any manufacturer can start leveraging their machine data immediately to drive improvements and provide the foundation for scaling data across their operations. It's time to start transforming your factory, all with the click of a button. Harness the power of machine data so it can become your competitive advantage.
And now it's time for our last US-based company, Petasense. Petasense can help digitize asset reliability and offers an end-to-end solution which consists of wireless vibration sensors, cloud software, and machine learning analytics. So let's enjoy their presentation.
Petasense Aero is an end-to-end system for industrial asset reliability and optimization. The system uses IoT sensors and predictive analytics software to monitor the health of all your critical assets, from rotating equipment like motors, pumps, and compressors, to fixed assets like valves, steam traps, and electric panels. How does it work? It starts with sensors. The Petasense Vibration Mote is a wireless triaxial vibration and temperature sensor for monitoring critical rotating equipment. It is a compact, battery-powered device that easily installs in minutes. Alternatively, the Petasense Transmitter is a wireless multi-sensor input module that can monitor any parameter, including ultrasound, pressure, and current. Plug in any third-party industrial sensor for a holistic approach to condition monitoring of all your critical assets, including valves, steam traps, electric panels, and more. Both devices send data using Wi-Fi to the Aero Cloud. The Petasense Aero Cloud is built for scale and processes sensor data with enterprise-grade security. In the cloud, machine learning-based analytics, coupled with a comprehensive library of assets and their failure modes, provide meaningful insights about equipment health and operational efficiency. The Aero Cloud can easily integrate to send and receive data from your existing data historians, analytics platforms, and EAM systems to achieve a multi-parametric view of your assets. The power of all of this data comes together with Petasense web and mobile applications, which enable you to easily monitor your assets and make quick, data-driven decisions from anywhere at any time. Petasense, asset reliability and optimization for the digital plant.
Moving closer to home, our next startup, 3D Signals, is operating both from Israel and Germany. The company has developed a non-invasive and machine-agnostic sensor, as well as a cloud-based asset monitoring platform that can help manufacturers transition to the factory of the future. Let's hear directly from their VP of Marketing.
Hello, my name is Dani Balan. I'm the VP of Marketing for 3D Signals. 3D Signals is an Israeli-based startup with an entity in Germany. We provide machine digitalization for factories that want to become smart factories in order to enable immediate visibility into production floors and improve efficiency and productivity in the factory. We place non-invasive sensors on the machine to collect its signals. It could be any type of sensor, acoustic sensor, vibration sensor, current sensor. We collect the data, and through our proprietary IoT app device, we analyze the data and upload it to the cloud, where it's visualized for managers on the shop floor and in the boardroom to take data-driven decisions. We need about 1 hour for every machine to be digitalized. So within a couple of days, we have the entire factory digitalized and connected to a single dashboard that allows managers to analyze the data and start to understand, starting from day 2, what's working and what's not working. They can compare machine to machine, shift to shift, factory to factory. And one of our customers, Frankfurt-based Samsung AG, they have our system installed on more than 100 of their critical assets, and they have shown in the last year an improvement of between 50 to 70% of machine productivity and availability. So this means that they are producing more parts for every given shift, but that's not all. Since every shift is more productive and more efficient than before, they can now eliminate the night shifts that they had to do before with temporary employees that are less experienced and more costly. So they have shown that they save on one shop floor more than 700,000 euros a year just by eliminating the night shifts. And on top of this, when they got their annual energy audit, they realized that they were saving 14% of their energy consumption, which amounts to about 60,000 euros, just by turning the machines off. In summary, what do? We provide plug-and-play digitalization solution that enables factories to improve their efficiency and productivity and save a lot of their operating costs. I hope you find this solution interesting, and we're looking forward to be part of the Hannover Messe digital event. Thank you.
Thank you. So now let's go to Germany to find out more about a startup called Panda. The company optimizes production processes from sensors and data acquisition to fully automated evaluation and pattern detection in manufacturing activities. So let's find out more about Panda.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Deep Dive. I'm Ingo, CEO and co-founder of Panda. Today, I want to introduce to you what we're doing at Panda and what makes us special in our domain. So, let's start.
So, this is the world we're living for. Industrial production. Highly automated, highly efficient. If everything is working as planned. But often it is not. So, let's talk about how to handle production waste and plant downtime, the driving factors for productivity. I give you a quick insight of what's normally happening when engineers or operators try to solve production issues or reduce their bottlenecks to improve their overall efficiency. Basically easy. From observing the process and the knowledge of it, the employees try to understand all the interrelationships. They then try to feed the knowledge back into the system and change these supposedly relevant process parameters. At this point, we often experience the following. Adjusted parameters do not have the expected effect. Other side effects occur, and the attempt to correct them does not bring better results. As a result, many optimization projects are aborted and stand as bad experience. Many companies live on with their problems, which regularly lead to reduced availability or high rejection rates.
So this is where we enter the stage. We have developed a toolbox that enables our customers to systematically solve their problems. It just doesn't matter anymore whether all necessary data is already available. In addition to machine data, industry cameras, or practically any analog sensor can be used to collect all the relevant data from a product or process. We then bring this data together on our edge devices and offer a variety of applications that fit the particular needs of our customers. This can be inline product documentation and monitoring of the product quality, or root cause analytics for malfunctions, but also notifications of pending maintenance. No more time-consuming optimization projects. No cloud infrastructure to solve local problems. We offer this toolbox as AI as a service. This lowers the entry hurdle and provides a quick and uncomplicated remedy. With this service, the customer gets a solution from one hand, simple and scalable. We are already in use by customers from various industries. With our universal approach, the type and complexity of production is no longer a factor.
For this purpose, we have integrated all our know-how and experience in sensor technology, IT, performance programming and data science into our product so that the customer can concentrate on his processes.
For the coming year, we are planning further market penetration in Germany and the establishment as the single contact for the use of AI to increase performance in industrial production. Thank you for your attention. I'm looking forward for your questions.
And now we have reached our final startup, which has its headquarters in Scotland, Sensorworks. While the company was not able to pitch their product today, I would be happy to provide you with a quick overview. Sensorworks is developing self-powered, intelligent Bluetooth wireless sensors for manufacturers and users of industrial machinery. Designed for rapid installation and integration into existing monitoring systems, the products allow the adoption of new sensor technologies as part of an overall reliability management strategy that ensures maximum efficiency and availability of equipment. Due to their integrated sensor engine technology, Sensorworks can provide a flexible variety of sensors for the most common industrial measurement tasks. The tech can be easily customized and optimized for particular sensor types and applications, meaning that it can be used in a variety of use cases. And with that, our startup pitching session has come to an end. But smart factories are clearly here to stay, so I hope this session was inspiring and that it provided you with some new ideas on how to kickstart your digitization projects. Thank you, and now back to the team.
What a day, filled with information and inspiration. We hope you enjoyed it at least as much as we did. And for some small select group, the excitement continues tomorrow. Do not forget, exactly the same day next month, we'll have our second focus week. But until then, should you have any questions, or if you would like to be introduced to some of the startups that presented today, feel free to get in touch. My contact details are at the screen. Yes, and yeah, take care. See you next time.